Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently 16,870 and it is currently Tuesday, North American East Coast time. It's about 8:15 a.m. in the morning. Now let's take a closer look on the Bitcoin chart here. We see that we did break down from the golden pocket that I had talked about earlier in previous video. um, where I said if we didn't hold this golden pocket, we did have a chance of moving lower here, hitting 17,000 or maybe even 16,000. And that's what happened. We did not hold the golden pocket up here. So then we did have an impulsive move to the downside. And we did hit about 15,600, 15,700 on that move. Since then, we have moved back up to 16,800, and we had a nice green candle here uh, that did show buying interest. However, it didn't hold, and we moved back down. Now, why would we have such a strong reaction? Well, I think it's because of a lot of short sell covering, a lot of profit taking by bears in their short positions, and and of course new positions being taken down here along with dollar cost averaging. Taking a look at the RSI is about 49, 48, 49, still on the weaker side here, although it's somewhat neutral. And so in a downtrend, whether it's a short term or long term, we do see that the price can rebound until we hit about 50 or 60, and then it rolls over and continues to the downside. So there is a risk of a continuation to the downside. The BBWP is showing that we are not uh, at the end of this downside move yet, but we do have the buyers showing that there's a possible reversal being put in here. When we take a look at this price action here over the hourly, we can see that, let me move this up a little bit here. There we go. We can see that the BBWP is getting ready to reset in a short period of time, and we still have prices moving higher. So we have buyers coming in, possibly trying to reverse the market to the upside, since we had such a strong and prolonged period of downward bearish activity. Now, on the brighter side and on the higher time frame, let's take a look at the daily again. You can see that the chart here is showing an Elliott wave count, that this wave that we're currently in is a wave 5. Okay, now this blue line along with this number 5 down here is showing that we're in a what's called a terminal wave. We're in the end of a bearish push to the downside. However, we don't know if this is the end of the fifth wave or not, right? So we're in the fifth wave, and we need to pay attention, because after the fifth wave is complete, then we will see a move, what's called an ABC correction to the upside. So it's going to look like something like A, B, and then C, and then we could be putting in a reversal wave going into like a Elliott three impulsive waves to the upside, and that could bring us back up into the 20K or even higher. And I do believe that we're getting towards the end of the year, and I did say that we would see the bottom put in towards the between now and the end of the year, and and then at the beginning of the next year, I do believe that we would see the beginning of a new bull trend. It's going to take time, and so we need to be aware that there's going to be a lot of market volatility, and that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing tremendous volatility in Bitcoin and the altcoins also. Tremendous volatility. Now, in the short time period frame here, you know, we've had such negative news from the collapse of FTX here, and the collapse of FTX, the mismanagement of customer funds, really took down the market and has cast a lot of fear on the market. So Sam Bankman-Fried, the man who is responsible for all of this, he is, the owner and the owner and the CEO of FTX. He's under supervision in the Bahamas right now, and along with some other company officers. So he's looking. They say that he's looking to flee to Dubai, and he has probably pulled out a large remainder of the money from that exchange. That has created a lot of fear in the market because they were a major exchange. And so now everyone is getting nervous and pulling out their money from exchanges and pulling out their money from the market and reluctant to buy. So, that being said, the market, usually after a shock like that, is somewhat flat until the market sees, maybe for, some days that the price point is stable. So, what that means is we could see risk to the downside, more downside risk continues because of fear in the market, and we still have this FTX um, debacle, this FTX negative event hanging over our heads. So we still could have downside risk. Now, that being said, I'm expecting short term volatility in the short term until Bitcoin finds stability and then chooses a direction. Now, BBWP is showing that this downside move is not complete yet, but we're close to that downside move being complete. If we do not hold 16,350, 16,300, then the next level down is going to be 13,800 or 14,000. Okay, so this is the downside risk. The downside risk can be 13,800 to 14,000. Uh, Anything under 17,000, I do believe that, or anything actually under 20,000 is good for dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is really the name of the game right now because of the short-term volatility and the negativity in the market and the persistent selling of coins, right? The persistent downtrend. Now, this downtrend is short-term. Long-term trend is up. The multi-year trend for Bitcoin is still in a bull market. However, we are seeing a pullback because the trend for Bitcoin is such long term and it's multi-year. A pullback in that bull trend can last a year or even a year and a half, and so that's why it feels so bearish right now as we're in a correction of that long-term multi-year trend. Now, I do believe that the bottom will be in between now and the end of the year, and I do believe that between the beginning of the next year and the middle of next year, we will be pushing higher. So, this is a perfect time to start dollar cost averaging if you haven't already, or to continue to dollar cost average, but a little bit more aggressively in these lower price points because in a bull market the average range for Bitcoin can be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. And the next move down here could take us to 14,000, but that's only a few thousand away, right? So Bitcoin is so volatile here, and its price range is so large that really, if 14,000 is the bottom, which it could very well be, then dollar cost averaging now aggressively is probably the smart thing to do. Now, that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to buy, how to buy, when to buy. I can't influence your buying decisions, but I can give you my opinion. And my opinion is we're either at the bottom or we're very close to the bottom. And I've said that before. Um, Even if we hit 14,000, 13,000, I know a lot of people are expecting, a lot of market participants are expecting 13, 14 to be the bottom, and there's a lot of interested buyers in that area. So that being said, short-term volatility, short-term risk to more downside. However, short-term, uh, or should I say, longer term, we are looking at a reversal very close here. We're looking at even here on the 1 hour, it looks like they're trying to put in a reversal. We have a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour here in this area. And so uh, we could see, if we don't move up and reclaim 17,000, we're actually trying to do that now. We're at 17,062.70. So this is the test right here. If we can hold this area, if we can hold 17,000, 17,100, then we could actually go higher. But we need to be careful. We need to be very careful. So I'm looking at the daily trend, the daily time frame, and I think that's important to do because there's such short-term volatility. If you're a short-term trader, like a trader of the 15, or if you're a short-term trader, then 15 minutes to 1 hour is the time frame that you may want to trade. If you're not experienced, then trading is probably not wise at this time because you could suffer large losses because of the volatility and bears and bulls fighting for market direction. However, the best thing you can do if you don't have experience is the dollar cost average. And again, like I said, dollar cost averaging in these areas I think is very smart. Now, taking a look at the market over here, we do see that once Bitcoin has a big move, Bitcoin has a tendency um, to become stagnant, has a tendency to consolidate and become boring. And that's when the altcoins start to move. And you can see here the altcoins Aave is up 3%, Algo up 4%, Arweave up 4%. Um, a lot of these coins are putting in 3 to 4% already, and we still have the rest of the week to go. Matic up 4.6%. So right now, the altcoins is the place to be. Ruin up 5%. So Solana up 7%. Look at this. So the market right now is taking advantage of Bitcoin's stability right now, or possible consolidation. It looks like Bitcoin wants to consolidate at this area, or is trying to consolidate at this area. And that's what you would expect if this number 5 Elliott wave is over. So this could possibly be the end of the fifth Elliott wave. We just need to see some consolidation and then a reversal in price, a lot of buying to come in and push the price up and hit that 19 to 20,000 area. And during that time, altcoins will probably do very well. Okay, so there you have it, friends. Ethereum. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum real quick here, although it's pretty much the same as Bitcoin. Yeah, there we go. Ethereum 1,287, and Ethereum's trying to push higher here on the daily. And Ethereum buying coming in last couple days. Ethereum level to hold is 1,245. We need to hold that. If we lose that, we could be looking at, let me see here. Let me see here. We could be, if that fails, we could be looking at 1,000, roughly around 1,000, anywhere from 900 to 1,100. That would be the downside target for Ethereum if Ethereum cannot hold. Again, BBWP on Ethereum showing that the downside move is not over yet, but it's very close or could be over if the bulls continue to buy and hold the price. If the price stays above 1,200, then we could definitely see a move testing the 1,390 or the 1,400 area. Okay. So, but it depends on Bitcoin and how stable Bitcoin is. I think Bitcoin will be stable for a while. and because we had such a big move to the downside, but we'll have to wait and see. So be careful, friends. Be careful out there. Dollar cost averaging is your friend right now, and good luck to short-term traders if you are taking short-term trades in this market. Again, the altcoins will be your best bet there. Thank you, friends. I appreciate your viewership. Please subscribe and consider. Please, please click the like and consider subscribing. And we will see you in the next video. I apologize for such a late video. Have some problems with my computer and the blue screen of death and all that, but I have managed to, at least for now, repair the computer. So we'll have to just take it day by day. But thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video. Be safe. Be careful. We could have more downside risk, um, but we'll just have to wait and see. Very close to a bottom. I truly believe that. And so I'm going to be dollar cost averaging here. Thank you, friends. Take care.